What is up, bros? Me, Josh here. In today's video, we are going over the latest post from World of Warships about the public test 0.7.5, and you can get in there and check it out, get some free stuff for going in there and just testing it out. As always, they give you some free premium time, some flags, all these kind of things, so it's always cool to go check it out if you want to or have never played the public test server. There's an easy way to do it. Jump in and test it away. Get in there and just check out some stuff early. So this is for the this is the public test at 0.7.5, which is it goes from the 23rd to the 28th. So of course 0.7.5, assuming they don't need a third. I don't think they've really ever gone to needing a third test, but will be probably relatively shortly after that for the live patch. So that's pretty cool. But go in there and test out some things, and you can get some free rewards for just going in and doing so. It takes not much time at all. But things to test out. USN Cruisers is a pretty big. This is one of the bigger patches we've seen in a while. So it's the USN Cruiser split. Now this has been a split, or these moves and stuff like that has been talked about for years and years and years in World of Warships, and it's finally coming. So you'll get in and get to test out some of the new stuff. Cleveland at tier 8, all kinds of new ships, and this one apparently has the heavy cruisers, and you can actually go in and test those ships out, which is pretty cool. You know, I think you can go in and test out the Buffalo, Baltimore at the new tiers, New Orleans, all these kind of ships that have moved up or down. You can go in and test them out a little bit early and see how you like to play it. Also, you can go in and check out the new collections and the campaigns. Now, of course, it's a little bit easier. I think there's even a disclaimer. Is it down here? Yeah, I think it's down there. But you can go in and check them out and get some stuff for the public test. Now, this stuff doesn't go back and forth between your main account, so whatever you unlock on the public test server will stick on the public test server account and won't go onto your main account. You have to wait for it to, of course, go live. So you get to check out the new collection as well, check out the new camos, the new crates, and of course, there's the new collection stuff right here. A quick little breakdown. We'll dive into it a little bit more with that post right there, and potentially even the entire collection. If you get done with it in time and you play enough, you can check out the new camo, which is America all the way. This is one of the new captains as well, so that's pretty neat. And some other things too. I won't dive into that because we'll get that in a little bit, but the new battle UI, so this is pretty interesting. A new spotting ribbon. So this is something that I think it touches on a lot of topics right now. There's actually a new spotting ribbon. So the new ribbon will be issued when you spot a ship that is spotted for the first time or respotted after 90 seconds of being undetected. So destroyer versus destroyer, some cruisers that are staying dark for a long time, all that kind of stuff. You will get a new spotting ribbon. Now this kind of touches on the topic of potential changes to ranked, which is a hot topic right now. Ranked XP, this potentially being something that's now tracking, getting XP for spotting, because destroyers got hit pretty hard this last season with actual experience they could gain. So this is kind of neat. So spotting UI, this will be the first one. You go in and get the new ribbon, which is pretty cool. Also, now this is the first time we kind of see now. I know mods are kind of a hot and heavy topic as well in World of Warships. And we're starting to see some new mods get thrown into the game, and this is the first one we'll see. Now, again, this is just a public test, so it's not finalized, so this could get changed, but it looks like you can go in and turn on, probably it defaults to off. You can go in and turn on and see which direction these ships are facing, so that's pretty interesting to see that. This is a mod that was widely used by a lot of players, and now it's potentially going to be in the vanilla game. Also some small audio improvements and other small fixes and stuff like that, but the big things are going to be these battle UI changes, as well as the collections, cruiser split, and the campaign. I'll put a link down below to this. You can dive a little bit more. I kind of want to briefly go over that and get in there and get your free stuff if you want to. It's very quick to download and very quick to play. But one of the things it's really testing on the USN Cruiser Split, so this is kind of a two-part video. In 7.5, we are getting the USN Cruiser Split, as well as the campaign and the collection and all stuff like that. So I love campaigns. I love collections in this game. It gives me something to do. If you play as much as me or play it a lot, you kind of run out of things to do other than playing. You have a lot of the high tiers. You kind of just run out of objectives to do. Let's say you go out and get rank 1. You've done your clan battles, all this kind of stuff, and you're kind of looking for more things to do. I love these collections. Looks like this one's probably going to end up being another timed one. I know some of their collections and campaigns last forever that we've had in the past. Some are time sensitive. I think this is going to be end up time sensitive, but A new collection comprises 48 elements that are thematically grouped into 8 sections and the 4 large groups. So getting through and doing all of this will be pretty fun. Lots of things to do. It means a lot of games and a lot of play time to be needed. There's a little history. I won't dive into that. I'll put a link down below. You guys can dive a little bit more into that. But it's a lot of historical stuff that's really, really cool, especially if you're history buff. This game is full of history buffs. And it's really cool to kind of go in and learn a little bit about like the 152mm triple turret, the Navy Medal of Honor, all these kind of things. These are really cool to get in there and have some fun with this collection and getting these little pieces of history as you're going through the game. You know, I think there's people that play this that are just gamers, and there's people that play this game that are actually history buffs that want to have these cool little pieces of info that they can go through. So the cruisers of 1900 1930s and the cruisers 1940s section contains stylized antique photos of American cruisers. That's pretty awesome. The main battery and aircraft, anti-aircraft guns, and 3D models, which is kind of nice. The award section, as well as the combat ratings as you're going through and finishing up everything. So you actually get some, as you're going through with the collection and then campaigns, looks like you're going to get some kind of reward, which we'll dive into in a second. Once you're by completing the sections of the collection, you'll receive these extra camos, as well as this flag, which is pretty nice. And then you'll end up getting this as well. So hell yeah, America camo. Get in there, have some fun, and make your ships just scream bald eagle noises. So there you go. And then these are the sections right here. So they said that there's going to be a whole bunch of them. There's going to be 8 of them. And getting in and getting all those done, looks like you get the extra flag as well. And they're adding new camos in. So if you guys have seen that, once you complete this, you have the ability to, they just changed this on the IGN ships. You can then pick a different color scheme in this top left corner right here to change up your camos. I actually think that looks pretty badass, that gray. So that's kind of cool. And so combat missions in containers, you'll actually get some of these containers. There's 2 styles. There's the ones you'll get in-game, and then the ones you can then purchase in the premium store. They usually do this for each campaign. And you'll have these missions will be available for up to 2 updates, so all the way up to 7.7. Now, I don't know if that's just the missions or like the actual campaign itself. So we'll see, though. American containers with items in the collection. Now, this is actually pretty cool. We saw these kind of, now these are the free ones you'll get in game, and you only get so many of them, and these are the ones you can purchase in the store. So it seems pretty interesting that they did this with the French battleships, and what it did is it gave you the chance to get a free kind of preview of battleships. Now you could get all the way, I think, from like the Bretagne, the tier 5, all the way up to the Richelieu at tier 8. So you can kind of jump the line a little bit into the French battleship line. Looks like they're kind of doing this, but it's a little different because you could get the chance of rolling a premium ship with the Sims, the Monahan, the Atlanta, and the Kids, and as well as getting, looks like the Cleveland at tier 8. Which is going to be the tier 8 for that line. So looks pretty cool. You potentially can get a premium ship in these crates going in there, and of course getting stuff for the campaign right here and unlocking those things and then getting through that collection even faster. So all in all, pretty cool updates, guys. I just want to make a quick little video. I don't want this to be too long, and I'm just saying that the public test is up, and the 7.5 patch is going to be pretty big. There's a lot of things going on. New line split. Now it's the USN Cruiser line, but there's now going to be the light and the heavy, and lots of our favorite ships moving around. New combat missions and containers, as well as a lot of changes, new campaigns. I love these. I hope you guys do too. And a new kind of camouflage is coming out as well. So those are pretty badass. But all in all, another cool update, guys. A big one. This is the actual 7.5 update where they're explaining this, so I don't want you guys to get confused. This is the public test. So you'll be able to test out this in basically an easier version of the campaign and collection, as they say. And where did they say it? They say it somewhere. It's a little bit easier to do this, and as well as you can test out the UI changes that maybe they'll go live in 7.5. So all in all, some pretty cool things to go over, guys, and looking forward to some pretty big changes in World of Warships, as well as just having fun with this new collection and campaign. Things I really look forward to, and it gives me something to kind of play and have fun and track doing. So anyways, guys, just want to make this quick little video going over all this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.